there's this beautiful garden inside you, and you can plant whatever you want to plant, you know? So what are you planting, like, with your habits? Your habits are your seeds. So from the moment you wake up, what kind of seeds do I want to plant in my biochemistry, a part of my day? You know, do I want to be filled with light or filled with darkness? Like I always say, you know, what are you choosing for your biochemistry? And if you are afraid, it's okay to hold yourself accountable for that. Hold yourself accountable for why you feel afraid. You know, when we feel fear, we just want to push it away and not deal with it. A lot of the times we feel fear and we want to go and satiate that fear with an addiction of some sort, of any kind. And it's okay to sit in the fear and also sit in the shame of that fear and admit when you're wrong about things. You know, like, I'm fearful that this seed that I planted won't grow. But how do you know you're not wrong? You know, how do you know that your perception, the lens that you've put on, is the right lens? You know, do you put on your lens of fear, or do you have a lens of love that everything is going to grow and exceed your expectations? And it's okay to be wrong with the lens that you're seeing, you know. Someone told me this one time. They said, you just have to ask to see things clearly. How can I see myself through somebody else's eyes? How can I see myself through the eyes of the most loving, you know? Because you're made of love. I was looking for my cell picture that I don't have at this moment. But like, who created that little cell? Who created that little cell with the little mitochondria and the nucleus and, you know, the endoplasmic reticulum? How did all of these little happenings happen at such a small little scale? You know, who created that? And that little cell that I always talk about is just a piece of light, you know, because like when the body dies, you go to a funeral and you see that open casket, you know, that body is lifeless, you know, the spirit is gone from there. So the spirit is like a light. You see the light in somebody's eyes, or in a lot of cases, you see people with lacking a light, you know, they see through a lens of negativity and nothing's ever working in their favor, you know, but you're the gardener, you know, there's a garden inside you. You can plant the seeds of what you want, and maybe there have been times where you haven't been showing up for yourself in the best way that you know how, and maybe it's taken so long, and I've gone through periods in my life where I've dabbled with the psychedelic experiences, and only in these moments have that those illuminations become present, that I have betrayed myself in some way by not showing up in my full light. You know, sometimes we just don't know how we're showing up, but you can speak to your intuition and you can ask for clarity all the time. Your body is like an intuitive guide, a roadmap, and you can ask your body, like, where am I not seeing myself for who I truly am? Can you please allow me to see clearly? And, you know, it'll happen because your body, like your cells, your immune system, like, they love you. Your cells are your babies. You know, you think about a baby, your baby, or like a dog, like, they love you, you know, they love you. They want you to show up in your fullness and your brightest and lightest potential, and they want you to grow like into the most beautiful flower, into the most beautiful vegetable in the garden, the most beautiful fruit. And so it's okay that we see things when we're seeing in a negative state. We're not seeing ourselves clearly. We're not seeing ourselves in the right light. But we can ask for the lens of clarity and it'll come in. And sometimes we have to keep asking it like over and over and over and over and over, because the lens of negativity is strong. The heaviness, the weight of the gravity of the world is strong. But you're also strong, and you're capable of strength you don't even know, you know. There's strength inside you that, you know, your muscle mass will never fully tell you your strength, you know. When you go and lift weight, like weights at the gym, you know, the weight that you're lifting, it's not indicative of your strength, because your strength is so much deeper than just your physical body, right? The strength of your spirit, your spiritual metabolism is so strong, it's so bright, it's so light. So you're the gardener, and there's a beautiful garden also inside you. So make sure you keep planting these seeds of light and brightness. And when you're in front of the mirror, remind yourself you're a public speaker. When you go in front of the mirror, you're speaking to trillions of cells in your body all the time. They're listening to you, and they want to be loved by you. Your babies, your cell babies, they want to be loved by you. They want you to speak sweetly to them. You know, when I encounter people in the world and they're saying negative things to me, I am repulsed by it. Like, I find it very unattractive. But if you are nice and kind, I know that you're speaking nice things to yourself. And, you know, it's nice to have nice things said about you. In the same way, like, if you see somebody and they look so beautiful, you know, you can tell them, you look so beautiful, you know, because it is what you see, and you can only see the beauty in others when you see it in yourself. So in the same way, practice going outside, see the blue sky, listen to the birds, and practice seeing the beauty outside of you if you can't see it in you. And as you practice seeing it, you know, outside, you'll see it more within. So I love you. I'm your biggest fan. I wish you the best of luck. If this video was helpful for you, which I wish and hope that it is, you can share it with somebody, or you can like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. As always, I wish you the best of luck.